Hello pirates! This video is about building a countermeasure warden. You will see 3 videos about how to build wardens in my channel. This is the first one of the 3. This is about the countermeasure version. I'm going to release one about a missile version and one about a mortar version. So let's start here. The warden, it's very resource intensive and very much titanium intensive. So my tip number 1, don't build a naked hull in the conquest yard. Build it in the normal yard if you can. Takes 6 days, but saves you 200,000 titanium. Unless titanium is not a challenge for you, then by all means build it in the conquest yard. Once you have the naked hull, just like with a third one or something, just to get it built, then it's time to equip it. I'm going to start with the armor, since it's the simplest part. As a guard ship, you're not going to be taking that crazy kind of fire from turrets, so if you use 1 D6U, you're good against concussive, corrosive, and radioactive damage from pretty much any ship-mounted weapon. It already has very decent penetrative and explosive, so it's only lacking ballistic. What I would do then next is either use an MC1 or an MC2 plate. I'm going to go with the best you have, so I'm going to go with MC2. That should make you immune to ballistic up to 1 million, penetrative 1.3 million, and explosive 500,000. So I'd say that's enough. Next up, you can see the hull has 0 evade. I would use the warp plating, but it only goes on conquerors for splash damage reduction. So my next choice is just any evade armor. I'm going to go with the lightest one, although the D5E offers a bit more evade bonus. It's too heavy, so I'm going to go with D2E for now. So now that gives you 9% evade to get started with. I'll use specials to improve that even further. My next choice is of a tactical module slot, and that depends a lot on what you have, how you place the ships in your base guard. So are they going to be close to each other in a way where the auras can help each other, or are they going to be one after the other so each ship is on its own? I'm going to go with the basic researchable modules, and my favorite option is the engine disruptor. Depending on what you're going to put in the ship, you can afford to use engine disruptor 3 or 2. It depends on the rest. I'm going to start with 2, not so heavy. And if at the end I have way to spare, I'm going to upgrade to engine disruptor 3. That's my favorite module, slows down enemies. Okay, since this is a countermeasure version, but the wardens, if you have more than one, they can work as spotters for each other. Then my favorite setup next is to have something to give it range that won't require a special. And for me, the best option is the Siege Rocket L100 CT, range of 90. And if you look at the Warden base stats, it has a range, an explosive range bonus of 21%. So 21% over 90, it's about 19 more. So you're at 109 range, which matches incoming onslaughts. If you want to improve it even further and outrange any incoming conqueror, then just find flanged warheads. This will give you extra 15%. So now you're going to be at 36% extra range, which is nearly 120 range. So that's a special you can use. It also gives you critical range, but this is not a rocket ship primarily, so that's all we need here. If you want to have something extra to slow down the attackers, you could, as usual, place a lockdown rocket. The range is only 68, but it's going to benefit from the plus 21 explosive and the extra rocket range of 15. So this also applies. It gives you very nice range in case the attacker is trying to blitz your base and just drive past the warden. So if you put that in the channel somewhere and force your enemy to drive through this ship or very close to it, it's going to slow them down massively. Next up, since this is a countermeasure warden, I'm going to add the countermeasures. The recommended countermeasures are the Nightwatch. They have a minimum range of 60, so they have a blind spot in the center, and a maximum range of 100. So I'm going to put 4 of those. There we go. Now you see the Warden has a countermeasure reload bonus, and it has a countermeasure range bonus that's huge. So that 100 range you see goes up to 250 immediately. There's a special that was released with the Warden. It's called CM XM Reloader. This one will help with the reload of the countermeasure and any other weapons that you put on, like penetrating or rockets, mortars. So let's put this special in to help with reload. So the second special we use to improve the countermeasures, there are two options. You can use frontline countermeasure system to gain range, 62% range, but it's very heavy. It adds 20% to the total weight. So if you're running short on weight, there is a much older special here called Countermeasure Equipment 3. The extra range is only 50% as opposed to 62, but the extra weight, it's only 9% to the weapons instead of 20% of the whole ship. The accuracy is overall improved by the ship itself. It has a bonus of 25% overall accuracy, meaning the Nightwatch goes from 55 to 80% overall accuracy. Well, the next special is now thinking about defense. I'm going to use the Tactical Insulator in case the attacker comes with any sort of hostile fields that could debuff your Warden. So that's one choice. And the other choice is Agility System 4, if you have it. So now if we take a look at defense, we're at 59% evade, 74% slow and stun resistance. You only care about the stun actually. And deflections and 55% tactical field resistance. There's not much else unless you want to improve the reload of your rocket. You could use something here like cluster warheads to improve reload. Or we could use something that gives you projectile speed that actually helps with the countermeasures. So high explosive shells is a good option. High velocity rounds is another good option. Both of them will increase projectile speed by 100%. I'm going to pick this one because it also helps the rockets. Okay, so there we are. Here's a complete countermeasure Warden. There are other ways of setting it up. For instance, maybe you don't care much about the Tactical Insulator. You could just go with Evade Upgrade or something like that. But this is the countermeasure setup. It builds fast. You have some extra room to spare here, but not enough to upgrade this to Engine Disruptor 3. If you try, it's going to be overweight. So either you remove something here or you stick to Engine Disruptor 2. I hope you find that helpful and can improve your base defense with that. Look forward to the next 2 installments, Missile Setup and Mortar Setup. Take care everyone. Till next time.